Hello Taurus, and welcome to your reading for the week of February 27th through March 3rd, 2024. This is a reading if you are Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising, or have some other significant Taurus placement in your chart. If you are new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you here. And if you are returning to this channel, welcome back. In both cases, I do hope that you have, this is a good reading for you, and that everything is, that it is helpful to you in the upcoming week. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment below if you choose, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. I may be changing the schedule of how I do these videos. I may start doing them bi-weekly just to make sure that I can do them all and do them on time. Yeah, so whatever the case may be, if you want to keep getting these videos regularly, you want to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and it really does help me, and it helps the channel as well. So in the description box below, there are links to my website, to my social media, and my PayPal donation link. And again, nobody's obliged to do any of that, but again, if it interests anybody, that is all in the description below. Okay, so overall, we have, I'm doing, if those not familiar, I do a full horoscope spread using the 12 houses of astrology. And what I do is I use the Cartouche cards, the Way of Cartouche deck, as my main deck, and I clarify with tarot. And the tarot I'm clarifying with is the Spirit Within Tarot is what I'm using. And our extra oracle card for the week is going to come from the Black Moon astrology cards. So if you're not familiar with how I do these readings, you'll see how this works pretty quickly. Okay, so Taurus, let's begin. First house is Aries energy, how you present yourself to the world, how you want others to see you. What your identity is, your basic personality and identity. Okay, so we have Lotus with the Three of Wands. So when Lotus shows up, you could have been anxious recently about some things. It seems like there could be a lot of stress, anxiety. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're worried. It could just mean that you've got a lot on your plate. And Lotus would indicate a need for relaxing, calming the mind. Maybe you have been moving into a calmer mode lately. Maybe you've been feeling like, I'm tired of stressing myself and I don't want to. You've got this with the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is about manifesting. It's about waiting for your ship to come in. So I feel here that you are, you are definitely, whatever energy you are putting out there, whatever you're projecting to other people, you are definitely doing this with the idea of trying to manifest what it is that you want. Three of Wands definitely also is a collaborative mode. So I feel like there may be, you may be in your way of being, you may be inviting others to work with you or to connect with others with regard to certain ideas and things. So so you've got this, you've got these ships here that you're waiting to come in. So so this is definitely the idea of, I feel like actually this is like you may have a lot of balls in the air right now. Like you may have a lot of things going on. It may be a little bit stressful. You may want to just kind of relax and moderate what it is that you're doing, because I feel like what you're trying to manifest is on its way in. But you definitely have an openness here in this first house. Second house is your own energy. This is Taurus energy. Taurus has to do with finances primarily, can also do with your possessions, what you value. Okay, so we have Crook and Flail with the Moon. So Crook and Flail, there could be some legal issues. Maybe this has to do with people doing their taxes or something. Definitely this is about being on the right side of the law. So I think if there's anything that seems financially tricky from a legal perspective, this seems like saying, no, you're okay. You're doing the right thing. This can also indicate a raise in status and ambition. So for some people, this could be a promotion at work. But there's definitely this idea of being visible, being seen, being an authority or an expert. You could also be bringing an authority or expert in to help you with your finances. Because we do have the Moon card here. So the Moon may indicate a situation that is not clear right now. So it may be simply advising you, to get focused and disciplined, to be confident about your financial situation. Again, you've got this Three of Wands. You have this energy of manifesting right now. But it could just be that, where things are going financially may not be clear at the moment. Third house. This is Gemini energy. This has to do with communications, messages coming in, can have to do with business, self-employment specifically, if you are self-employed, because this is the house of self-effort. This can have to do with writing of different kinds, again, different types of communication and messages. Can have to do with brother-sister relationships, sibling relationships. and also potentially with short distance travel of some kind. So you have water with the Queen of Wands. Okay. So, okay, this is a strongly ambitious card, Queen of Wands. Water can indicate travel, and again, this is not long travel, like long distances, so this could be travel just, locally to someplace. It may be telling you someplace that's near water or across water. You can go across water and not go far. You could live near a river, for example, and, cross over that. It doesn't have to be anything at a great distance, but this card does imply travel. It can also imply some very emotional connections that you might have here, things that maybe strong feelings around something. This can also indicate movement. So if you've had a situation where things feel like they've been stuck or stagnant, this would definitely indicate dynamism, moving again. And Queen of Wands, there's a very determined energy here with the Queen of Wands. So this could be you. This could be somebody you're communicating with. And it's a queen, but it doesn't necessarily have to be female. It could be anybody of any gender type or orientation. But whoever it is, it's definitely somebody ambitious and determined. Now, it could be you too. That is possible. Has strong fire energy attached to it, which would be Aries, Leo, or Sag. But again, or somebody who strongly has those in their chart. So doesn't have to be, though, but I feel like there may be, if this has to do with business, then I feel like maybe if things have been stuck, that now they're going to get moving, and I feel like you are very ambitious and full of ideas and ready to move things forward. King and Queen of Wands are both cards that show great determination, great ambition, and somebody who's very, very visible. And again, you've got it next to the Crook and Flail, which is also a card of great visibility. So I feel like whatever you might be trying to do, whether these are just communications about money, whether it's about you, whether this has to do with your own business, whether this is connected to a family, whatever it is, I feel like, I was going to say connected to a family situation, but whatever it is, I feel like you are definitely seen, you are definitely sought out in some fashion, and I do feel like there is there's movement and change here. Like, I don't know. I just feel like so whether this has been messages that you've been waiting for that are going to allow you to inspire you to move ahead or show that you're being seen or that people want to work with you, or whether this has to do with a business situation. You can take it as it resonates, but definitely a lot of dynamism, visibility, and movement that we're seeing here in this third house. Fourth house, this is Cancer energy, so this has to do with your home, your family. Can also have to do with your sense of security and potentially the mother as well. So we have Thoth with the Devil. Okay, Devil is Capricorn energy. Okay, so the Devil here could indicate. Okay, this is a card of attachments. Okay, it can be toxic attachments with the Devil. So there could be a toxic family situation that's going on. Something that has to be, that you have to detach yourself from or let go of. Thoth definitely has a strong karmic vibe here, or a strong vibe of healing. So I feel like there may be some family toxicity that's being healed here for you, Taurus. Some kind of situation where there's a need to let go. Or to just simply get out of maybe a habit pattern. There could be, even if there's no particular family drama going on, you may have a thought pattern or you may have a way of doing things connected to your own sense of security that may come from family, and it may be something that you have to drop at this point. You may need to expand your horizons a little bit. Because Thoth also has this idea of, I'm going to say karma, but it's really about this idea. It could have to do with karmic stuff, but I think it's more about doing something, making a change being in the right place at the right time, okay? So there's a strong element of timing here. And the Devil is, it's this Capricorn energy. So I don't know. I feel like there could be just some toxic family drama that is getting ready to be healed here. Or perhaps this is just something, like I said, an attitude or a habit that you've had that you're finally ready to let go of. Okay, fifth house. This is creativity, children, love affairs. This is Leo energy. Can also be recreation. Okay, so we have Isis with the Lovers. Now, being this is the house of love affairs, now if you are already married and so forth, obviously this aspect does not apply to you. But the Lovers here definitely for somebody could mean new love relationship. And I have to look over here, actually just looking over at the 7th house. I don't know, Taurus, this could be somebody serious for you. This could be the one, okay? If you're not married already. Or in some kind of a relationship. Whether it's an existing relationship you're in or something that's coming up. For some of you, there's definitely this strong sense because, okay, I'm just going to pull the 7th house so you can see what I'm talking about. This is Libra. This is unlegalized relationship. This would be legalized relationships. So we not only do we have the twins again, we have that same 2 energy, right? But we also have the Hierophant here, which is your own energy. It's Taurus energy. But the Hierophant has to do with... This is about higher levels of commitment. This would be a card of marriage, okay? So the fact that you have it with the twins seems to indicate to me that somebody here, well, if you're not married, somebody here has either met their match or is about to, okay? Because there's very strong commitment energy here. Now we have this with Isis. So Isis has to do with something that takes patient and careful nurturing. So maybe this is a situation you've been in. If you're single, maybe it's somebody you know who you like, and this has just been something that's kind of slowly been building and you've had to be patient with that person. I feel like the word forgiveness comes into my mind. So I feel like maybe this person maybe hasn't always behaved in the most consistent way, and it's saying, you kind of have to be patient with this person, nurture the connection, don't get impatient with them and be ready to cut them off just, because I feel like, especially I feel like there's a strong vibe of healing around this. So I feel like you may have need to be patient with somebody because they may have been going through some kind of healing of their own. Okay. And then the Lovers would mean definitely points to a connection. Definitely for somebody watching this, there is a connection that if you haven't met the person yet, then it's saying a marriage connection, a person who potentially could be a marriage or a long-term partnership that's more serious could be coming in for you soon. If you're already married and say, well, no, this could have to do potentially with somebody's child, okay? If your child's old enough, like if people can watch this and have adult children, then maybe something's coming in for them. And it can also mean, if we're talking creative projects and so forth, the Lovers can have to do with, again, something that has to be carefully nurtured and maybe where we're going to be making some choices. Lovers could also indicate that we're working with people, not necessarily in a love capacity. But those are the possibilities we have here. Okay, 6th house, this is Virgo energy. Virgo has to do with your health. It has to do with your job, any kind of service that you're doing for others, whether, employment usually by others rather than self-employment. And can also have to do with things that we're worried or anxious about, potentially pets too. But we have Horus with the Hermit, okay? So we've got Leo and Virgo energy here. This could point to an August-September time frame for somebody. I guess Leo starts late July. So something between late July and late September. That jumped into my mind. That doesn't always jump into my mind, but it is for this. So maybe if there's something that you've been worried about, maybe it's suggesting that it's going to come to fruition or pan out in that time frame. But okay, the actual meaning of this cards in these house, if there has been a health concern, Horus should alleviate your mind, because Horus is a card of very good health, and it is in the house of health. So if there have been health concerns, this does seem to indicate that everything's going to be okay. And I will say with my caveat that I always give people, I am not a doctor, so obviously if you are not feeling well, don't say, oh, well, the tarot reader says that everything's okay, so I'm not going to go to the doctor. I'm not a doctor. Obviously, if you have any issues, please do go see a doctor and find out what's going on. But overall, this is a card of good health, or certainly if you haven't been feeling well, this is a good indication that health will improve. The Hermit indicates a period of withdrawal or evaluation, okay? So maybe there's been some mental healing going on recently. The Hermit, maybe that you've been taking time out to internalize and to find a place for certain things. Horus can also have creative energy. It can also be connected to family. So the fact that I have the Devil down here in the family house, maybe there's some family things that have been affecting your mental health or your worry. that you are trying to incorporate right now. And Horus also has strong creative energy. So again, take all of that as it resonates. It could also have to do with a job and some kind of work you're doing towards a job. But again, there's this sense here of needing to sit back and take your time to make sure that you have thought everything through, whether we're talking about a job situation, a health situation, or just something you're generally worried about, okay? Yeah, we already looked at this house, so I'm not going to do this again, but if you are already married, that's the only thing I'll add here, or you're saying, well, this, you don't think that this applies, then certainly there is some kind of partnership that is going to reach a more formal kind of connection here. So it could be a business partnership that's formalized. This could be a religious mentor with the Hierophant. These are other possibilities for this particular house, or just somebody maybe who has strong Taurus energy. But and if you're, like I said, if you are already married, this could just be suggesting a very strong traditional kind of relationship and a traditional tie. 8th house is Scorpio energy, and Scorpio is about transformation. Okay, it's about big changes, the flow of your life. I feel like in this house shows you, kind of takes the view from a hill, if you will. It's giving you the bigger picture of something, and it can also have to do with joint finances or other people's money. Okay, so we have Bast here. Now, Bast is the happiness card. This is a card of kind of giving and receiving, being cautious, liking attention, getting your due. This can be a very social card. And for some people, it can also connect to things like music, dancing, the arts. Bast is connected to all of these things. But it is in a house that has to do with deep change or something more esoteric. So probably as a general piece of advice, Bast would be saying follow your intuition. This also can have to do with healing, and this would have more to do with mental healing, okay? This has to do with psychosomatic illness, mental things, easing of the mind to affect the body. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So that's another strong financial kind of a thing in a house that has to do with joint finances. Maybe either you are sharing, the person sharing with other people, you are Taurus, and this is an earth sign person, maybe it's another Taurus or Virgo or a Capricorn. Or this could be somebody who is sharing this with you. It can go either way, but there could be some kind of joint financial situation with somebody like this. And again, it's not, this is a house of legacy, so I don't know if this is a family member, but there could be something around a legacy situation with somebody who has this Queen of Pentacles energy. I mean, normally I would say it doesn't matter. It can be king or queen, can be either gender, but I feel like there's a strong female energy attached to this, especially with Bast here. So I don't know. I feel like there's some kind of, this could either be you trying to establish your own security and maybe you're entering a situation that has to do with joint financial resources, or maybe right now you are just trying to feel comfortable and establish stability and security, which would also make sense with Lotus on this other side here, in your first house. This idea of wanting to calm the mind, be grounded, practical, taking that kind of approach. But this is also advising you to pay attention to your intuition. 9th house is Sagittarius energy. This is about expansion, Jupiter energy. It's long distance travel. It's about higher education and furthering your education. It can be about religious institutions, anything with spirituality or belief, anything that has to do with deeper thought and deeper knowledge and expanding your knowledge. And yeah, we've got on with the Page of Wands. So for some of you, this could be a love or somebody who is at a distance from you. It can also indicate a great love of learning or deep thought. So this could be have to do with a spiritual belief. It could have to do with education. Maybe there's some great love or great drive. Maybe this is part of where your heart is. And with the Page of Wands, this can bring messages and news. It could be news of love coming from afar, or this could just indicate that you are very impassioned about some kind of project connection to education or some kind of a spiritual thing. So take that as it resonates, but this definitely indicates either new messages coming in or exciting new energy and a lot of desire or passion. So it could have to do with a literal relationship, or it could have to do with just something around learning something that has you very, very excited, something that you're starting. Okay, 10th house is Capricorn energy. Capricorn has to do with your career, your fame, your reputation, the legacies that you're leaving, potentially with father energy too. And we have 2 of Cups with the Sphinx. Okay, so this suggests to me that, okay, Sphinx is an energy of a wait and see energy. This could indicate something secret, something that's that you're not seeing yet, that is going to potentially happen or come about. I feel like if you're looking to make a move, because we do have this strong Queen of Wands energy, especially if you're in your own business, you may be anxious to do things, but we've got the Hermit over here telling us, withdraw a little bit, think about things. And then we've got Sphinx also telling us to wait. So I have a feeling if there's something you want to pull the trigger on in terms of your career, you may want to wait, because we have this 2 of Cups energy. So 2 of Cups would indicate a partnership. This could be a business partnership. It could be a romantic partnership that's also a business partnership. But it does seem like whatever it is, there's, especially with the Ankh over here, I feel like there's strong energy connected to your emotions. So whether this is somebody who you literally love, who you're working with maybe, is also your business partner, or whether this is just working with people who care about what you're doing and the way you both have very strong feelings about what you're doing. So there definitely seems like there's some kind of a partnership ahead for you in your business, whether this is romantic or not. So it is saying wait and see. This may be something that is not on your radar yet or has not happened yet. And yeah, this is interesting. 11th house, Aquarius energy. This is your business networks, your social networks, your friends. It can also have to do with your destiny, your wishes, what you're manifesting. And you have Urias with the 10 of Cups. Urias has to do with something that's secret again. And this is in the house of your friendship, of your wishes. This could be something you're working towards and you're kind of keeping it to yourself. This usually indicates very good things are coming, but they're either unexpected right now, or there's something that for the moment you want to keep to yourself and not share, okay? So Urias here, I just feel like something unexpected may be coming out of your friend group or your business network. And again, seeing this over here, this could be somebody who wants to, who's going to have an offer or an opportunity, or maybe there's going to be a relationship. Because you have it with the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups is the wish card, and it's in the house of wishes fulfilled. So you're going to get some kind of a wish, Taurus, and it's something you're not expecting here. So that's great news. Something is coming, and 10 of Cups has a strong community feel. So there could be a family situation involved here. It doesn't have to be, but there is a sense of community here. And the fact that I have the Hierophant in this here, this could be... maybe this is this new relationship. It's going to be somebody who's a friend who unexpectedly is now going to become, it's going to be your wish fulfillment. So if there's a friend you've had your eye on, then this just looks very good. I can't help but to feel like it either relates to this business relationship or this love relationship for somebody. But for somebody who's watching this, and it doesn't have to apply to everybody here, it can be a very specific message here, obviously. But there's definitely some kind of a new partnership coming in that you're maybe not expecting, and that's going to be the wish fulfillment for you, both personally and professionally, it looks like. That said, if you feel as a Taurus that this does not apply to you, regardless, something is coming in here that you're not expecting, and it's going to be a great thing. It's either going to be a wish fulfillment, or or something that's going to be connected to a family situation, or the resolution of a family situation. That would kind of make sense with what we're seeing down here with the Devil and Thoth. There's this idea of some kind of toxic thing that needs to end. So maybe that's going to end very suddenly. 12th house, Pisces energy. Pisces is about what's hidden, what you're not showing people, what you may even be hiding from yourself, and potentially what you're afraid of. I feel like this very strongly connects to fear when I'm using it in a tarot reading. And we have Osiris with the 8 of Swords. Okay, 1-1 energy here, okay? There's definitely, Osiris has to do with stability, being grounded, trusting your judgment, and Ace of Swords is new thought and also clarity of thought. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Pisces is a house of cloudy thinking, and, you know, and perhaps amorphous things that we have doubts about. Maybe you have doubts about the stability or the clarity of your thinking, but I feel like the fact that these are appearing here suggests to me that there is clarity, and that within the next, it's a week or a month, you're going to very clearly see whatever's going to dispel this doubt here. Because this definitely cuts through the clouds that we see. This is strong air energy cutting through that watery Pisces energy. And this is the fire that we have with Osiris. So this definitely indicates being strong, having leadership qualities, being able to trust your judgment. You may be worried that you can't, but really, I feel like whatever information is, whatever lack of clarity you have right now is going to be clarified. And overall, wow, yeah, you've got fire with the Ace of Cups. So some new love definitely for somebody. You've got another ace here. I think the other thing I had noticed when I was first looking at this was there's a lot of 3 energy too, because the 21 card Sphinx adds up, 2 + 1 adds up to 3. You have Horus over here, which is a 3. You've got the 3 of Wands over here. And yeah, I'm trying to think where else I saw it, but yeah, I saw a bunch of 3s, and you've got a bunch of 2s. You've got the 2 here, you've got the 2 here. Yeah, just kind of looking through this. The Lovers is really card number 6, but nonetheless, you have this idea of partnership or decision or things like that. And the card number 11 adds up to 2. So 1s, 2s, and 3s here. So I feel like you are at a new beginning with something. This, for some of you, there's definitely new love, or at least some kind of a new opportunity that is exciting, that comes from the heart, and that is more emotionally fulfilling. And you have fire. So yeah, there's going to be strong inspiration. I just feel like if you haven't been inspired lately, Taurus, I mean, you've got this Queen of Wands energy here too. Like something big's coming that's just going to like set fire to everything. But I think it's in a good way. It's going to bring possibly new love, new opportunities. And again, if you're saying, well, I'm already married, or new love's not on the table for me, then this certainly would just be some kind of new opportunity coming in that can leave you very emotionally satisfied. And I mean, heck, you've got the 10 of Cups here too. I mean, this is a really, really great reading. Let's see what the astrology cards have to say. So what does Taurus need to know for the week of February 27th through March 3rd, 2024? Okay. One card for Taurus for this week, please. Sorry, I feel like I have a bit of a sniffle today. I don't have a cold, but... Okay. And our card is Uranus. Yeah. Uranus in Taurus, right? All of you who are Taurus know what this is. You're living through it. And being that you are a plotting, stable, you like to plan, you like to do things gradually, Uranus doesn't allow for any of that. It's a very spontaneous energy. It's an energy of things happening suddenly, sudden changes, things turning upside down, doing things in an unconventional way. And the fact that Uranus is showing up here, that seems to be the influence here. And it makes perfect sense because, like I said, if you're a Taurus sun, Uranus has been, well, it's been either helping or plaguing your chart, depending on how you want to look at it, at least since 2018, okay? And everybody, depending on what time you were born, like the people who were born in the beginning of the beginning of Taurus, which would be like around April 20, 21, would have seen this in 2019. And then as you go through, every 5 days, 3 days, 10 days within that, up through May 19th or 20th, when you move into Gemini, whether the beginning or end of Taurus, Uranus is kind of moving through and affecting people, but it's still affecting everybody who's Taurus for some time. So so it seems to be saying that the changes that are coming here are definitely Uranus generated here. They're going to be spontaneous. They're going to be unexpected. But ultimately, it looks to me like they are going to be very, very good. So, and that could be this worry here. There could be a worry about stability, or that your stability is going to be upset, but don't worry about that. Time to go with the flow with these changes. So really good reading this week, Taurus. I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for watching. Do hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Do leave me a comment if you choose, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't, so that you don't miss a video, and hit the notification bell as well. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next week.